What the fuck is going on? Oh, it's you.
Tell me your name.
My name? What, are you getting Alzheimer's in your old age?
Are you the wrestling fan?
No.
No? No? Then why do you dress up like him?
You know, I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, you are, fan. You really are. So you think that killing me would have made this a better place? Look at me. Look at me! You should have finished the job, you little bitch. You're gonna pay the ultimate price.
How? The first Christmas that we danced this miraculous little tango of ours, you made me review 2 piece of dick Scott Steiner matches. And last Christmas you gave me No Holds Barred, which is still the biggest pile of fuck that I've ever had to sit through. So what? What more can you do to me?
There's something, fan. Something that will ruin your Christmas spirit for good.
So that's what you're after, huh? Alright, fine. What is it?
You ever wanted to see Hulk Hogan in a Christmas movie?
Shit. No. Please, I know where you're going. For the love of God, no. Look, there are plenty of horrific abortion-y matches that I haven't watched yet or reviewed. There are plenty more Scott Steiner matches. And, hell, even Sid Vicious. There are always more Sid Vicious matches.
No. You're going to review Santa with Muscles.
Dear God.
God has nothing to do with this. You stabbed the wrong Fat Man fan. Now, I will send you back to your room so you can review the worst Christmas movie ever made. And remember, I know when you are sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know when you've been bad or good. So you better watch Santa with Muscles or I'll fucking kill you.
Okay, then. How are you going to get me back to my room when I'm tied up down here?
I'm Santa, you stupid turd. I fart magic.
Well, that's gross.
Have fun, fan. I'll be watching.
So, Santa with Muscles. I really don't know what to say about it. I've never seen this movie, and quite frankly, I never wanted to. You may be asking yourself, well, why not? It's Hulk Hogan in a fucking Christmas movie. It's like adding a turd to an ice cream sundae. The two don't mix, and they both leave you with a bad taste in your mouth. Of course, I'm just speculating. I've never actually seen the movie. I've just heard that a lot of people consider it to be a big bag of ducks. Wait. I think I misread that. Hang on. Dicks. A big bag of dicks. You know, I don't actually own Santa with Muscles, though, so I can't review it. Sorry, Mr. Santa Claus. Looks like I win again. Oh, damn it. Worst Christmas ever. And just like No Holds Barred was last year, it looks like this movie's so good that it still hasn't gotten a DVD release. Fuck you, Santa. Fuck you up your fat ass. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get the Christmas spirit raped out of us by watching Santa with Muscles. So the film begins with some little bitch writing a letter to Santa about some guy named Ebner Frost, who I guess is a very bad person, and possibly this film's villain. You know who else is a villain? The producers of this movie, the director, the writers, the cast, every single person involved in making this pile of vomits. You're all on my fucking naughty list now. So she keeps talking about Frost and how him and his men are bad people and that Santa should save them.
And now he's trying to take our orphanage away from us, and nobody can stop him.
Why is it always an orphanage that needs saving in these movies?
Hey, you come back here! Come back here!
That right there is symbolic of what this film is doing to Christmas.
I'm afraid that with the way things are going, this might be the last Christmas I spend with my friends. I know it's only a few days until Christmas, but please hurry.
She couldn't have written this letter a couple months ago? Way to plan ahead, Blondie.
P.S. I hope you're really out there, Santa.
The fuck?
Never stop to smell the roses.
You know what? We probably have a bunch of really shitty one-liners coming our way, so I'm just gonna let that one slide. So Hulk Hogan fights off a bunch of guys, but we then learn that the whole thing was set up as some sort of bizarre form of exercise by Hulk Hogan's character Blake Thorne, who is a self-made millionaire from making bodybuilding supplements. You know, that old story. So we basically learn that Blake is a jerk who is mean to his employees and only seems to care about himself. I wonder if he'll change his ways by the end of this movie. No, that'd be way too predictable.
That should be another one of Blake's rules. Make a note, Chaz. Make it rule number... What number are we up to now?
385.
Right. Make it 386. Never mix business with pleasure.
I wonder if he should have remembered that line before he made that porno. So Blake goes to play some paintball, you know, just like most millionaires, when him and his friends come across a cop who mistakes them as terrorists, played by Ron Howard's brother. Dude, if your brother's not directing the film, then it's probably going to be a piece of shit. Dumbass. So we get a stupid chase sequence when the passenger in Blake's car actually asks a very logical question.
Hey, why don't you just pull over?
Rule number 20. Never surrender. Besides, this is fun. Give me your paint gun.
And then give me some acting lessons.
Sorry.
Idiot.
Why are you shooting paintballs at the fucking cops? All you have to do is pull over, show them that you aren't terrorists, and that they're just paintball guns. Then they'll leave, and you can go back to the mental institution that you obviously broke out of because you are completely fucking bonkers.
We'll lose them in Lakeville. There's a million places to hide. I grew up there.
Well, that was another symbolic moment for you. You drag a Christmas tree away from an orphanage, and then you shoot a picture of Santa in its face. Quick! Don't you want to have Rudolph rape Mrs. Claus right in front of me while I cry and pee myself in the corner? Because that's the only other way you could completely decimate my Christmas.
Any news on Mr. Claus?
No, but I got a midget in a clown suit.
Was that supposed to be a joke? A midget in a clown outfit? I've seen better jokes on 2.5 Men.
Rule number 21. When in doubt, get out. Later.
No. That would not happen. Please stop insulting my intelligence. When I'm being chased by the police, I always make sure to jog away briskly.
How's it looking out there, huh? Pretty bad?
Yeah. No problem. It's no problem.
Is that Bob Pinciotti from That 70s Show? Holy shit, it is! It is Bob Pinciotti from That 70s Show. Oh. It looks like they're having a hard time finding Santa Claus, but no more of that scene. We need to see Ebner Frost's personal physician torture some random guy out in the open in broad freaking daylight. I'm giving up any hope for this movie to make sense. So, you're probably wondering, how do they torture this man? Oh god, that poor bastard. So Blake, while hiding out in the mall from the police, decides to disguise himself as Santa. Wait a minute. So now he's Santa, and he's also got muscles. I get it!
Oh, excuse me, Santa. You haven't seen some crazy guy in army fatigues come through here, have you?
Really, guys? A very tall, very muscular, very tan, very walrusly looking Santa Claus doesn't tip you guys off at all?
That's him. Freeze! All right, where'd he go? Up the chimney?
Where the hell would there be a chimney?
I think he's up in the air conditioning ducts.
The ducts? Did you see the size of that guy? I think he went underneath the floors.
The floor?
Seriously? You guys don't see him at all?
Hey, I'm not gonna be the one to tell the chief we lost Santa.
Turn around, you inbred dildos.
I'm not gonna let you...
Morons.
No!
They just threw a statue of Santa down a garbage chute. Okay, they had to have known what they were doing.
Another drunk mall Santa. Well, you'll do.
I'm pretty sure that's what they said to Hulk Hogan during the casting of this movie. So Blake Thorne now has amnesia after his nasty little fall. So Blake plays Santa to several young children, while the elf that found him, Lenny, played by Don Stark, knows who Blake really is and tries to take all of his money.
To the United Banking System's Print Secure Teller. Place your thumb on the scanner for fingerprint identification. No. I'm sorry. No.
ATM fingerprint identification? When the hell did we have those? Honestly, this would have worked just as well if he didn't know Blake's ATM code, but I'm trying to find logic in a movie that has none, so let's move on. Two young punks try to steal some money meant for the orphanage, and Blake decides to not give them lumps of coal, but lumps on their faces.
What are you gonna do about it, Santa? Give me a lump of coal?
How about 2 lumps?
Would that really have been your reaction as a small child if you saw Santa Claus beating up a bunch of people? I personally would have shit my pants. After saving the day, Blake suddenly notices the Help Save the Children's mission sign and feels compelled to go there. So Blake is gonna go try to help the orphanage, huh? I'll tell you, I never saw that coming. So we go back to Frost's lair, I suppose.
I knew we could work things out in an amicable manner.
What the fuck am I watching? Also, I guess just pushing someone for long enough will make them give up anything. So it looks like Frost's men are trying to get everyone in the orphanage to move out because Frost wants the land. Why? But when they use more bully tactics by trying to drag away a statue from the orphanage, Santa shows up to save the day. No. Not freaking possible. You can't stop a moving ice cream truck by grabbing a chain that's attached to it. That's a bad movie.
Merry Christmas, Santa!
Burn?
Wow, that was amazing! That was awesome! How'd you do that? See, I told you Santa would answer my letter.
Oh yeah, I already forgot about that letter.
Santa is sitting next to me. Here, I bet you on a long trip.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, I wrote you the letter.
Good God, that little girl's a better actor than Hulk Hogan.
Wait, right there. I'll be right back.
You have to cut Elizabeth some slack. She still believes in that stuff. She also believes in it.
Mila Kunis? Holy hell, that's Mila Kunis, one of the hottest women in the world. I'm guessing that she regrets doing this movie. So we get introduced to Leslie Morgan and Clayton, who both help keep the orphanage going. They feed Santa and his elf and offer them a place to sleep at the orphanage.
You look like a leftover from last year's Christmas plate. Yeah, look at you. You look ridiculous.
At least mine doesn't have a tail.
Ew! That is not a freaking tail! I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to put a sensor bar over that thing.
Am I a sheep? Am I a bunny?
So Lenny figures out how to get Blake's thumbprint at breakfast the next morning.
Welcome, Lenny, to the United Banking System's Print Secure Teller. For $100 gazillion, please place your stolen thumbprint on the scanner. Thank you for doing business with us, and have a nice life in South America.
Okay. And then a news crew shows up to interview the Santa with muscles, and we get to see the most retarded game of charades ever played.
Tell us, how did you get here?
Well, rooster. Sleigh? Reindeer. The reindeer brought me here.
Of course. But Santa, you look so much more healthy than you did last year. Tell us, what's your secret?
I love to eat a lot of reindeer meat. Just kidding, Helen.
Well, that's dark. Lenny then gets taken by Frost minions, who try to remain inconspicuous in an ice cream truck. What? Like I know? And Frost tells Lenny to get Santa away from the orphanage, but Blake won't leave. Frost minions show up to deliver some of their own holiday cheer.
Thought it was Christmas, not Halloween.
Ha!
Why don't you go trick-or-treat somewhere else, Doctor?
Blake fights off the minions in a fight scene that's so terrible that it made me go blind for over an hour, when it's discovered that the little boy from the orphanage has gone to Frost's mansion. Blake stops the boy from going all Bart Simpson on the mansion,
Cowabunga, dude!
and then tries to figure out why Frost wants the orphanage gone.
What's under the orphanage?
Water and power lines.
Telephone cables?
Sure.
Rats. Big, ugly rats.
The clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
Oh, the old catacombs underneath the church. Yeah, the kids use it as a clubhouse.
And there's a big vault door down there.
A vault.
You let the orphans play in dangerous catacombs that are underneath the building? Who cares if they get hurt or die? It's not like they have parents anyway. Blake somehow opens the safe door by guessing the rest of the combination, and they discover that inside is a bunch of glowing crystals that are actually powerful enough to explode upon impact.
Okay.
Is this really a Christmas movie? Blake starts to question who he really is, and Lenny shows him the clothes he was wearing the day they met. And it just occurred to me that nobody has noticed that Blake is missing. Not a friend or family member or even a servant at his mansion has reported him missing, even though it's been 2 days and this world-known millionaire hasn't come home yet. Man, he must really be an asshole. The minions show up again at the orphanage, and Blake chases one up to the roof. Do it! Do it! Make it to where he'll never make another shitty movie again!
Santa, you slay me.
Oh, how convenient! So Blake wakes up in his own bed in his own mansion and tries to check on the kids at the orphanage, but he gets tricked by the bad guys.
I'm sorry I left you and the kids.
You're so fond. Just leave us alone. Why don't you just disappear forever?
So let me get this straight. The bad guy's plan was to knock Blake off of the roof of the orphanage. He lands in a garbage truck. Not killing him, he just lands in a garbage truck safely, but next to a big thing of his bodybuilding stuff. So he suddenly remembers who he is. And then he's found, put back into his bed in his mansion. He wakes up, still remembering who he is, but since he's a better person now, he's going to call the orphanage. But the bad guys play him some message from Leslie, which is never explained how they recorded that, if it was fake or if they got Leslie to actually record it, making him think that they don't want him around anymore and he should just stay away forever so the bad guys can finally take over the orphanage and get the crystals. And I've heard a lot of people complain about the Joker's plan in The Dark Knight, you know, when he's in the jail cell. No. Watch this movie sometime, and that is a diabolical scheme that has to go perfectly from beginning to end. This movie fucking sucks. So with the Santa with muscles now gone, all the orphans are understandably upset, as is Lenny, who for some reason is still hanging out there. Dude, go home. So Frost takes everyone hostage and wants to make all of them mine the crystals.
I'd like you to do a favor for your Uncle Ebner. I'd like you to open that vault.
We can't. We don't know anything. We're just kids.
You help out your Uncle Ebner, and I'll give you some Christmas cookies, candy canes, and plum pudding.
Ew. It's a grown man trying to bribe young children with candy. Am I the only one who finds this really creepy? Frost then lets the cat out of the bag about Lenny, who's been helping him all along, and then we get the only line in the movie that actually made me laugh out loud.
You can't open it, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now there's a man who really enjoys his job.
Oh, yeah.
We then see Blake eating breakfast at his mansion when this happens.
Thanks, Pierre.
Okay, quick question. Is this whole weird exercise thing with him and his servants, is that ever going to be explained? Why am I not surprised? Blake then gets a phone call from Lenny.
Pet scientist everywhere. He's trying to get in the vault, and when he does, he's gonna use the kids to mine the crystals. I don't know how long it's gonna be before... How?
How's my favorite patient? Remind me to prescribe something for that pounding headache you must have after that nasty fall.
Remind me to introduce you to my two little friends, Lefty and Righty.
Whoa! Now there's a line that would make even Arnold Schwarzenegger blush.
Fuck you, asshole.
So Blake gets his troops together and decides to go back to the orphanage for the final battle. Okay, so now that Blake has seen the error of his ways, I'm sure he's gonna pull over for the police and explain to them what...
It goes down smooth.
What the?
Seriously? He's still going to basically attack the police by making them almost wreck their cars and killing them? Oh, also, the police could help you defend the orphanage, you dumbass piece of idiot. The fuck? A bazooka? Movie. Blake and his army arrive at the orphanage, and Blake saves the 3 orphans.
You're not really Santa Claus, are you?
Well, duh. Blake disposes of one of the minions, but then gets caught by another.
The odds have changed.
Well, maybe we'll finally get a decent action scene, since this guy's actually about as big as Hulk Hogan. Or maybe not. Lenny comes back and saves the day. They get Leslie and Clayton, but Clayton needs to talk to Blake. Yeah, they have time for that. It's not like there's an evil scientist running around trying to take over the orphanage.
Hey, you lied to her.
Blake Thorne, what's the matter?
Blake Torachevsky doesn't fit on the bottle.
How did you...
Isn't it coming back to you yet, son? You grew up here. There's more.
You see the boy sitting right next to you? He was your best friend, Ebner Frost.
So Blake goes and confronts his former best friend, Frost.
What happened, Abby? You used to be a good kid.
Spare me the lecture. While you're off spending mommy and daddy's millions, I was rotting away in this place. I had to cheat and steal to claw my way out of here.
Are we really getting a monologue from this guy? I mean, for Christ's sake, he's not the Joker. He's not even the Shredder from the TMNT cartoon. He's not evil enough to qualify for a monologue.
I was the one that should have been adopted. It's my turn!
Well, now it's my turn to set you straight.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't that one kid gently drop one of those crystals from earlier and it exploded upon impact?
Okay.
I told you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Dig my shorts.
So Frost is defeated and all the crystals are about to explode, so they run out to safety right before the orphanage crumbles. Yeah, thank God Blake was there to help. So good once again triumphs over evil and the bad guys are all carted off to jail. But there is one little issue.
You did an amazing job cleaning all that up, but where are we gonna go now?
I wonder.
Goose!
What? Look at me! I'm surprised! So the kids all live with Blake now, and I guess we get our happy ending. So that was Santa with Muscles. My main complaint? Well, it's just a little tiny complaint, but it makes no sense! The story is just bizarre, and nothing is ever explained. Ever. Hulk Hogan sucks ass, go figure. The villains are cartoonish idiots, and what they want with the crystals I still don't fucking know or understand. And if this was meant to be a kid's Christmas movie, well, it failed miserably because it isn't about Christmas, and most kids would find this to be just stupid. At least I would have. So Santa's plan was to completely obliterate any Christmas spirit I had left. I'll tell you something, Peepers Peepetters. There's not much left in the tank. I'm running on fumes here. I can't take this anymore. 3 years now this has been going on, and I can't do it anymore. It's finally time to go confront Santa and end this, and end it for good. You hear me, jolly old saint shit? Transport me to the North Pole so we can talk face to face. Hello? Hello? Come on out, you fat fuck!
Ho, ho, ho! Did you enjoy the movie, Fan?
You know that I didn't, you chubby son of a bitch.
Ho, ho! That I do.
Look, I wanted to come here so that I could end this once and for all.
Ho, ho! Good! We can finally settle this like men. You can even throw the first punch. I needed to give something to charity anyway.
Alright. Here it goes. I'm sorry.
Ho, ho, ho! Wait, what?
I'm sorry for what happened last year. I never should have repeatedly stabbed you. I know now that that was wrong. You just don't stab Santa Claus. Earlier this year, I put an end to another feud that I was involved in, and I was quite frankly surprised afterward at how much peace it gave me. I'm sick and tired of this war that we've been involved in for the past 3 years. I want my Christmas back.
Well, I can definitely say that I wasn't expecting those words to come out of your filthy little mouth, Fan. To tell you the truth, I am rather tired of this as well. We've both gotten in a couple of good shots, so maybe it is time for us to move on.
I think so too. Thanks for everything. It's been horrible.
Same to you, Fan. Good luck in all of your future endeavors.
Thanks. Could you do me a favor and send me back home?
Ho, ho, with pleasure.
Thanks Samuel L. Jackson that's over. I can finally have my damn Christmas back. Do you want to know a secret though, kiddies? By me saying that I was sorry first, I won. I'm the bigger man. Well, not the bigger man, but I'm the better man. Today I proved that not only am I the better man, that I'm smarter than Santa Claus. I got the last word in. I won this little stupid war. I don't even care if he hears it or not. I got the last word in. I win. Merry Christmas to all, and to all...
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Space Monkey Mafia Studio.
What is that?